YouTube family, what is up? So in this video, I am going to show you exactly how I will pay for your skip tracing. So from now on, you never ever have to pay for skip tracing again. Imagine that. So the average investor skip trace, I would say between roughly about 10,000 address per month. So if you were to skip trace 10,000 address per month, right, that the market rate goes between 10 cents to 20 cents per address. So it would roughly cost you between $1,000 to $2,000 per month to skip trace 10,000 addresses. But your boy King Kong is going to solve your problem in this video for those of you who likes all that skip tracing to be taken care of by me. So, which means for those of you who signs up for the software, I'm going to pay for all of your skip tracing, unlimited, doesn't matter how many you skip trace per month. And here is how you can get in on the action. Now, I do want to let you know that there is a limited amount of people that can actually get in. So once you hit the ceiling, you know, obviously I can't pay for everybody, but hopefully you will make in on one of them. When we get someone cancel, that spot will open up, yada, yada, yada. So what I'm doing is that here's a software that I use. Number one, to pull all of my distressed property lists. So this is truly a one-stop shop, okay? So let me share the screen with you really quick. So the software that I'm currently using right now is called kingdata.ai, which means it does not matter, okay, what city, what states you're in. What it is I'll be able to actually pull any distressed property list in any city, any states. And then we'll be able to skip trace directly from this software. Now, before that, they made it very complicated where you have to download, upload, export in. Like now it's so simple. All right. I'm not a high-tech guy. And if I can do this, so can you. Check this out. So to sign up for the software, all you need to do is go to King Data. All right. All you need to do is go to kingdata.ai, just right there. Now, for those of you who's new, I highly suggest that you start out with the basic plan. So let me share the screen back up again. Hold on a second here. So let me share the screen again so you can understand. So here's the software. Okay, so there is, if we go all the way to the top, all you need to do is click on Get Started. Bam, it'll take you all the way to the bottom. Okay, and then you can choose the monthly or the annual. If you choose to pay for the whole entire year up front, then you click on the annual. You will save about 33%. So, but if you click on monthly, then it's a month to month. You can cancel anytime you want. It's $149 per month, and you get 8 nationwide list types. So this is everything that's included in the $149 a month, okay? And once again, if you choose the annual, then obviously it'll save you. Now you're only paying $99 a month, but you have to pay the entire amount up front. So which is going to cost you about $1,200. And you won't have to pay it again until obviously 2026. But so if you're brand new, I would start out with the basic plan, try it out, see how you like it. And you can always upgrade. You can always downgrade. You can always go to the pro. The pro is for those of you who's obviously more serious about it. And you're more serious about this because it got 17 nationwide list type. And I'll share with you all the different list type. Okay. So here, if you go up, it'll tell you, okay, this is the premium lead. This is the pro lead, okay? But if you go to the basic, all the way to the basic, here's are the 8 list type that you get with the basic plan. Absentee owner, high equity, active listing, low equity, upside down, cash buyer. It's also where we go and pull a cash buyer, free and clear, tax delinquents. You don't know what it is. All you need to do is just click on it. It'll tell you exactly what that list is, okay? So if you go with the basic plan, the list that I would target is probably absentee owner, and I like tax delinquents and free and clear. Okay. Free and clear. Boom. Now, if you go with the pro plan, obviously there's way more lists. Okay. So it includes everything in the basic. And then you also get Bore Investor. If you don't know what Bore Investor is, just click on it. It's an absentee owner who have owned the subject property for a very long period of time. You know, so basically it's like a tire landlord kind of list. You got a vacancy. We already know that is. A zombie. Majority of you don't know what zombie is. Dude, this is a badass list. These property are in pre-foreclosure, but it's also freaking vacant. All right. You got active investor owned, you got flip property, you got pre-foreclosure, potential inherit property. Okay. So if you're going to go with the pro plan, the list that I would target is obviously vacancy. I'll target, tire landlord, zombie property is a must. Potential inherit list, absolutely will do it. I'll also hit pre-foreclosure as well. And then also foreclosure. The next thing is you need to understand here is I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. With the pro account, you get 17 different, list type. You get to pull up to 60,000 leads per month. The basic, you only get 25,000. So if you were to pull 25,000 of the list and then you were to skip trace it, normally that would have cost you $2,500 at 10 cents dollar per skip. But if you sign up for this software today, I will take care of all of your skip tracing. So all you do is you paying for the software and you never have to worry about paying for any skip tracing ever again. Skip tracing they used to charge. I told them, hey, anybody that signs up, right, I will take care of it. So once you get in, all you need to do is go here. So let me exit this out. And then I'm going to share the screen with you. I'm going to show you what I do. Bam. All you need to do is go to lead right here. Okay. So we're going to go to King Data. This is what your thing, this is what your dashboard is going to look like. And if you need some training video, all you need to do is go, hold on a second. All you need to do is go right here, scroll down, and you see where it said training video. You just click on it. Has all the training videos showing you exactly how to use the software. But obviously, if you have any question or any concern during the time of using it, let me show you how to get in contact of the company, because I know a lot of you might have that issue. All you need to do is go all the way to the bottom. Okay. It got their tech support. They got the billing support. You can also email them. But I would typically, if you have any issue, I would hit up all of them. And they are pretty responsive. They get back to you very, very quickly. So now let me show you what lists I would pull. Okay. So we're going to share the screen again. I'm going to go ahead into my dashboard and watch how easy it is now. So all you do is you go property leads. Okay. And then let's just say if we're going to go to Columbus, Ohio. I probably spelled Columbus wrong. Columbus. Oh, gosh. Columbus. Oh, man. So, okay. So Columbus, Ohio. I can't spell, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'll go with the one that I know here, which is Seattle. Okay. Washington. Okay. Spokane, Washington. We can do that. So now you're going to go here with Spokane, Washington. You click on filter. Okay. And all we need to do is we're targeting, we just want single family and multifamily. We're going to get rid of condos. We're going to get rid of townhouse, others. We just want single family, multifamily. We're going to get rid of apartment. And once again, list type is right here. Okay. So let's just say that you have the basic plan. If you have the basic plan, all we're going to do is we just going to go with, let me see here. I think I would like to get absentee owner. I think absentee owner. No, actually, the one that I would target here is tax delinquents. Okay. So in Spokane, Washington, there are 6,000, okay, property that are in tax default. So now if you click on see results, boom. Now, before that, what happened is you would go in, you would have to download the list, you have to upload, skip trace, like all that mess. But now all you need to do is look. Let's just say that you find one that you like. All you need to do is click on one of this property and bam. Like it will show you their phone number. It will show you their email. Look, there's their email. There's the homeowner email. And it'll tell you if it's on the do not call list. So you don't have to worry about it. And they got their mobile number. And they will give you, they'll give you the husband, the wife, the mommy, the daddy, the kids. They will get as much information on that property and the phone number for you as possible. Look, Richard, his phone number, his email. Okay, Barry, his phone number and his do not call him, but he got his email address. So that way you don't have to worry about hitting people on the do not call list. It'll show you exactly right here. And so now it makes it so easy. You just pull the list, you go in here, and then you just start pounding the phone. Okay? And if you go down, it shows you everything about this property. It shows you right here, retail. This is how much it estimated this property would sell for. All right? Now, this is not like a very accurate number, because you still need to run your comps. But it gives you a ballpark. So when you get on the phone with the seller and you start talking to the seller, and you can basically kind of use this number as like a rough estimate to go off of, okay? It'll show you retail value. It estimated this property will sell for $177,000. Rent, it's just an estimation, like rent meters, okay? Between $1,250 to $1,500, and they think that if you can get it under contract for $115,000, that's basically the wholesale price. So if you get anything less than $115,000, you can wholesale for $115,000. That's what it said. So you want to get it under contract for less than that, and there should be someone who's going to buy it, okay? And then all you need to do is, if you want to find cash buyer, all you need to do, boom, hit on cash buyer. It'll take you to the cash buyer. It'll show you everybody that's buying in that area. Now, this thing have made it so easy, okay? So if you want another property, we're just going to click on another piece of property, okay? I'm just going to say don't show this again. Here's another piece of property. That's the same one. So hold on a second. We're going to go back. Hold on a second. I'm going to go back here. Go back to the list. Okay. Now, let me show you something about this one in blue. You see how this one is in blue? This is actually a property that's already under contract. So it's a wholesale deal. So technically, you can reach out, and this is an upside down, okay? It'll tell you what list it's on, which is insane. And all you need to do is click on contact seller. It'll give you all the contact info to that wholesaler, and you can reach out to that wholesaler, and you can JV with them. So for those of you who don't know what JV is, it's called joint venture. So you can reach out to that wholesaler and say, hey, are you cool with JV this deal? You send their deal out to your cash buyer. And obviously, if you're able to bring a buyer to the deal, typically it's a 50-50 split. So let's just say the wholesaler is going to make $20,000 on it. You get 10. He or she get 10,000. Okay. But how easy this is for you to now being able to wholesale and JV deal. So as long as you have the software, right? They basically market their deal on here, and you can reach out to them. Okay. I mean, if you just look at this as, hey, if all you want to do is JV, because I can literally go in any city, any state. So let's see if I can go into another city or another states here. Man, I am terrible. Okay, let's go to Portland, P-O-R-T, Portland. I'm trying to find a name that I can easily spell, Portland, Oregon. Portland. Did I spell that right? P-O-R-T, Portland. Okay, we got here Portland, Colorado. I'm just going to pick one. Doesn't matter. Right here, Portland, Michigan. Search. Like with this software, I can literally go into any city, any states that I want. Okay? And bam, right here. And all I need to do is click on this property. It'll show me again. Okay? Here's the seller phone number. Boom. Once again, for those of you who sign up for the software, okay, I will pay for your skip tracing. So when you automatically signs in, you'll be able to see their phone number right here. So you don't have to pay for any skip tracing. This software is truly a one-stop shop. This is where we use to pull our list. This is where we use to also find our cash buyer. This is also the place where we use to pull comparables. So if you want to run comparable, all you need to do is hit on comparables. It'll show you all the property, okay, that are sold. Look, this one is sold. This one is sold within whatever it is. You can go bigger, but typically you want to stay within half a mile to a mile radius of the property. But it shows you here's one that's active. There's two that is sold. Okay, and then you just need to obviously match them up, making sure that, it's apple to apples. But they make it so simple that you can run your comps right there just by hitting comparables. It'll show you, once again, do not call. This is on a do not call list number. Don't call that. Okay, so to get you out of trouble. Okay, let me see here. It'll show you all the information about the owner, the year built. Dude, this house is old, man. 870. I don't think that I've ever dude, I don't think I ever wholesale any house that is this dang old. Okay, and a house style, it shows you. Okay, it's a multifamily. Okay, Portland City. You know, you get the legal descriptions, you get the property, you get the sell. Look, it'll even show you when's the last time it sold. Okay, back in 1977. Dude, last sale was on 1977. Man, this owner's been owning this thing like that. They haven't even left. So this is a great property to target. Mortgage amount, only $5,000 left. Okay, it'll show you all the information about the property, the year built, the square footage, bedroom, bathrooms, yada, yada, yada. And as you can see here, it'll show you all. It gets into like super details, like the mortgage amount, who's the lender is, and all of that. Okay, which is pretty insane. So once again, if you're gonna go to another city, Portland. Okay, I'm just gonna go to. Let me see here, Portland. Okay, let me go here. Portland, Oregon. Bam. Okay. Once again, Portland, Oregon. I know nothing about Portland, Oregon, but I can now go in there. It'll tell me right here, retail value for the property, 136, wholesales 88,000. Right? It'll show you everything. All you need to do is, this is an absentee owner, born investor, cash buyer. This property here is on that list. Go in here, bam. It'll show you literally all the distressed property. Okay. Once again, you want to run comparables, hit on comparables. It's just that easy. You want to add this to your leads, add it to your leads, and it'll keep track of everything on here. This is an 8 units multifamily, 9 bed, 9 bath. Okay. So once again, we're going to go back. All you need to do is hit on property leads, and then you punch in your city and your states right in here. We'll go back to Seattle again. Okay, let's go back to Seattle, Washington. Bam. Okay, and then if you need to filter it out, once again, we get rid of others. We don't want apartment. We don't want condos. We don't want townhome, single family. Boom. And then now let's just say that we want to target a zombie property, which is the property is in pre-foreclosure and it's vacant. Let's just see how many people's on the list. There's 17 of them. Like, you can literally go to 17 people, my friend, probably within 10 minutes. All you need to do, this one right here, click on it. Bam. Right there. Commercial, Rocky. These are the owner of the property. All you need to do is call them up. Just like so. Okay? So if we go back, let's say we go back. Okay? So even if you just use the software for JV deals, bam, you can find it right there. Okay? Here's a single family, but this one looks like it's nicely updated. Retail listed. It's currently listed right now for 1.2 million. It's active. It'll show you. It even tells you, right? Like this, what they do is they also take information from the MOS. So this is a like MOS access without having a realtor license. It actually shows you everything here. It's currently listed for 1.2, 1.3 million. It's currently active. Boom, right there. You got all the information. Okay, here's this property. Click on it. Okay. Same thing. You want to run comparables on it. This one is actually listing status. It's currently pending. So we want to run comparables on it. It'll show you it's pending. There's an active. There's one that's currently listed 0.0 mile away. Another one that's sold for at 1.3, boom, away. And if you go like this, so if you, let's just say you're like, okay, so this one is comparable to mine. You give it a thumbs up. You give it a thumbs up, and then you download report, and then download the report for you, and it'll tell you exactly what the is, which is, you know, what that property is worth, the property that you try and put under contract. It makes it so simple now. All the phone numbers, all the email is just right there at your fingertips. All right. So once again, I mean, if that is, for those of you, if you're looking for a software that you wanted to use and you're looking for a badass software, because I know there's a lot of software out there, but so the one that I'm sharing with you is the one that we're currently active using right now, and compared to any other one, I think this one is probably the best. If not, I would say it's in the top 2 to 3. That is really, really, really good with a very affordable pricing. Okay, $149 a month, especially if I pay for all your skip tracing and you get access to a software where you can literally go in any city, any states. You can pull any list that you want. You can run comps. You can find cash buyer. It's truly a one-stop shop. You can also track all your leads. You can keep track of all, because it also have a CRM for you to use. So you can track your seller leads. You can track your buyers list. All of that all in one place instead of having multiple different software that you have to go to. This just keeps everything organized. All right. So anyways, for those of you who sign up today, okay, all you need to do is go to kingdata.ai right there. Okay. If you sign up, I'll pay for your skip tracing. So never have to worry about paying another dollar to skip trace any address. So let's just say if you drive for dollars or you find a property, you can take that address, go on here, and you can skip trace it, right, for free. And I would say that a lot of you are going to ask me, so Kong, what is how accurate is it? Now, I'll be honest with you. No software is accurate, okay? But I can tell you right now, this is probably the accuracy that I have found. When it comes to like skip tracing. Obviously, there's free one like truepeoplesearch.com, but you get what you pay for. Okay, if it's free, it's probably it's not as accurate as that is something that you actually pay for. But you got to do what you got to do if you don't have the money for it. Okay. So, anyways, once again, this video just to show you roughly how to find distressed property, how to find your cash buyer, how to run your comps all in one, how to skip trace. Everything is just right there. It makes it so easy. All right. Now, for those of you who are sitting on the sideline, who looking for a second stream income, but you don't know what to do, wholesaling is truly the best side hustle that I believe for 2025 and beyond. You don't need a license to get started. You don't need a whole lot of capital to get started. All you need is a laptop, your phone, and internet connection, and an investment of $149 if you choose to use the software. If you don't, you can go drive for dollars. You can go, door knock. You can go, you can start, networking with realtors, and stuff like that. So there are free way to do it, but the pay way, obviously now you're leveraging your money to not doing all of those things. Instead, you can just sit at home. You can literally go in any city, any states, and just pull a list and then just start pounding the phone, or you can start, doing text messaging, sending out text to people. And all you need is one deal a month. That's all it takes. The average wholesale fee is about $20,000 to $25,000. So let's just say $20,000. And this is something you can do part-time. It's not something you have to do full-time. I have students that just work on weekends. And if you close one deal a month, just working on the weekend, and you close one deal, and even if it's a $10,000 deal, that's an extra $10,000 a month that you can that you can add to your income. Imagine if you make an extra $10,000 a month just by spending $149. So by investing $149, and you turn around and close one wholesale deal or one JV deal, that can make you $10,000 a month. That's 100x on your investment, right? But once again, obviously, nothing work if you don't. It takes work. Okay. Now, for those of you who's like brand new to this, and you don't know what wholesaling is, or you need more information, more help, I highly recommend that you check out my 3-day challenge where we actually show you how to use the software. Not just that, but day 1, I'll show you how to pull the list, go through this more in details. Day 2, I'm going to show you how to talk and negotiate with the seller so you can put that property in a contract at a steep discount. Finally, day number 3, I'm going to show you how to use it to find your cash buyer and sell your deal. The goal for the 3-day challenge is to show you how to close your first deal or your next deal by leveraging the software, all right, within the next 30 to 60 days. So if you're interested, the link will be in my description. And that 3-day challenge replay, guys, is completely free. And I have got multiple people who DM me closing their first deal just by joining, attending, and taking action on what we share in that 3-day challenge. So it's going to be me and Jenna. I brought on another investor. She has 11 years of experience. I've been in the game for 12 plus years. She's been in it for 11 plus years. And what we do is we show you, knowing what we know today, and if you have a little capital to invest, what's the quickest way, the best way to get your first deal or your next upcoming deal done with just a laptop, a phone, an internet connection, and obviously an investment of $149. So if you're interested, once again, the 3-day challenge is free, right? But the software, that's what's going to cost you money, all right? Anyways, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's watching. For those of you who's like, hey, Kong, how can I get coached or mentored by you? All you need to do is go to coachwithkong.com. Love to have you as my students. We got a student that just recently closed his first deal. All right. I think it's for $11,500. Changes his life. Now he got the knowledge, the experience, he got the tools, the resource, the training, boosts up his confidence, and he's now got 2 more property that's currently under contract, and it's about to close. All right. So the first one is always the hardest one, but once you get through that, the rest is just rinse and repeat. Now, once again, I want you guys to understand that knowledge without execution is worthless. Nothing works if you don't. So you got to be willing to put in the work, and you got to stay committed. That's the biggest thing. Most people are not persistent. All right. So stop jumping from one shiny objects to another. Pick one field that you want to go into and stay locked in and stay committed and focus on that one thing. That one thing will make you the next millionaire. All right. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's watching. Until next time, take care, and let's go get this